Three, two, one. Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest,
Major.
Matt.
and today we're talking about House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 3. I think we talked about it last episode. Maybe, maybe not, but
No,
I think
we unfortunately, no,
we're going to soldier ahead. We're going to
Yes, we
soldier ahead
will.
into Episode 3 because these episodes are fucking long.
They are long and full of terror. Does that count? That was pretty close. That's a callback to Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you subscribe. The night is long and full of terror.
To be fair, the hours are like an hour and the episodes are like an hour and 15, but the last 15 minutes are like the trailer for the next episode plus the inside the episode documentary. So they're pretty longer than they really are.
At first, let's do, just for the newcomers, for the format here, we're going to do round table, and then we're just going to go through the episode. Just overall thoughts. Yeah. Before we go around the table, though, I just wanted to put this perspective out there as I get your opinions. And comment down below what you think. I really considered this at first like a filler episode. That's what it felt like. But then I was like, oh, wait, no. Those first two episodes were supposed to be the last two episodes of last season. So this actually does kind of feel more like an episode one,
season
like
premiere.
A season premiere, you know? It's what I call filler.
Really boring.
On the first episode is what other people would call setup. And I do feel like we are setting up stuff. But let's go around the table. Forrest, you want to start us off? What do you think about this filler episode?
This definitely felt like a cost-cutting episode because I think like the first episode cost more than the GDP of Zimbabwe.
Well, so that's for sure. My gosh.
This was, I mean, it felt like watching a movie, the first episode. But this was definitely like, I think it was like a lot of like close-ups on Rhaenyra. I don't think there's a single scene except the opening scene that didn't have Rhaenyra. So it wasn't like a one-shot take throughout the episode. But I think that's kind of what they were going for. It was kind of like a day in the life of the queen sort of episode. So
they definitely want you to feel pity, I think, for her. Like, I mean, I felt two things. One, two initial reactions. One, holy shit, this girl just like got in over her head. And holy shit, this girl is in over her head. Like, I didn't think she showed zero competency this episode. Like, nothing she did except maybe serve some rats to some royal people. We're getting to it, right? But like, does she even deserve to be the king, the queen? Have we seen that yet?
According to her.
According to her, right? The girl
and Daemon
stabs
after
her dresses.
And Daemon after he got drugged, because he was like pretty much keen on becoming the king, and then that witch drugged him, and he was like, okay, go Rhaenyra.
He's like, whoa, I just saw what happened to Game of Thrones, and I do not want to be a female on the throne. That's for sure.
Yeah, everyone dies when they become king.
Call back to season 2. No one's going to remember what we're talking about because it was so damn long ago.
Yeah, at least 2 years. But let's hear Matt's general thoughts.
Matt.
So, you know me. There's a proper way to do an exposition dump. And then there's Zemo and Captain Falcon and all that in that mess that was a show in Secret Invasion. I appreciated this episode because it was a great exposition. You say it's a setup. It was a great exposition dump.
Lots of expo.
Because there's a lot of threads being put out there right now, and we'll get into it. But there's a lot of small things that are going to become bigger and bigger things over the season. I will say it definitely was a cost-cutting episode because one of the things I thought was lacking was scale. Consistently, everything looked smaller. It's like that episode being in the hospital in Secret Invasion where there's only 2 doctors and no Secret Service. And then there's an alien. Same thing here. When she's giving out food to the peasants, there's like 50 peasants.
And 2 people
walking
like
through the
one
halls.
guard.
Matt, the rest died from starvation.
Yeah, Matt. You know why it's so tiny?
When walking through the halls, there's like 2 people.
She has no small council. That's why there's no one there. It's empty. There's no small council.
Well, she fired them. She went full Trump.
I feel like there's a lot of closed-in shots, and I think what they're trying to go for is like how the walls are closing in on her. But overall, I just like there's no scale. That's what Game of Thrones was known for. Like, you would see thousands and big stuff, and this is just kind of meh. And so.
But let me ask you this, because you identified the problem. They spent all their money on episode 1 and a little bit in episode 2. So are you upset at episode 3 and how cheap it is?
I think they did it better than Secret Invasion. I'll say that much. It is slightly distracting, but not enough to piss me off. So it's done better. Not well, but better.
What were you saying, watching popcorn in the microwave is more entertaining than watching Secret Invasion. But I think I agree with Matt to like where like the camera was like sort of like panning in on her. They wanted to create like a claustrophobic feel this episode. Yeah, so there's just a lot of close-ups on.
And then the music was like that. Like, she's clearly drowning. She's being overwhelmed. She's inundated with so much bureaucracy and crap, and she just doesn't have anyone to handle it. And they got no coin, right? I guess let's just go into the episode because we broke.
You're only a queen. You're only a queen if you got gold.
If you have a banquet. And a coronary.
So I guess Larry's. I'm assuming Larry's knows where all the gold is because the treasury's been depleted. So I guess he like
Lannister. Tywin took it.
Oh, and both Lannisters are dead now, right? Because one fell in the river, and the other one got its head cut off.
Right.
Yes. By the Starks. So, but yeah, I think this episode.
Jason.
And then Freddie died on the boat, so we lost Jason and Freddie. They introduced a new character, something Manderly, one of the Manderlys. So I guess he's going to have a bigger role. He's only in that episode for like 30 seconds, but he's like... I'm
trying to remember who that is.
Torin Manderly. So I think he seems like he's going to cause trouble for Rhaenyra, but I read ahead on the wiki of Ice and Fire, and it didn't really say much because this show does like have to do a lot of heavy lifting story wise. So he might be a problem for Rhaenyra, but I think he eventually becomes like hand of the king for the next king after Aegon the Third, I think. Yeah. So he's So he's gonna live all the way through this season at least. But I guess we're setting him up as an important character. I think Ormund. Well, we've seen Ormund Hightower before, but the opening scene with him and the dragons seemed kind of, I think at first seemed pretty underwhelming, and then the payoff was like at the very end. So it wasn't like a shocking reveal, but
I loved it because we've already seen her son in a previous episode, and then they hand over the quote unquote son
Daeron
to Daemon, and then I was like, wait a second, am I just dumb and misremembering something? Like I had to like question my own brain, like this doesn't seem right, and the payoff in the end, it's not.
I'd be 100% honest. I did not know this character existed. Was he like Alicent and Viserys' fourth child?
Yeah, he's the last child. He has amber hair.
Yeah.
And he's the only child that has amber hair, and that's like a big thing later on because he's the only one that's not corrupted by the Targaryen curse.
Oh, okay. So like,
it's very important.
Damon's basically an idiot then. Damon's an idiot for not.
He's a racist.
Nobody looks like
he's a racist. He saw the blonde hair. He's a racist. He saw the blonde hair and was like, "You're in."
She gave him up right after he was born to be a ward.
Yeah,
because basically, so they can hold him hostage later on down the road.
Yeah. Well, at least that kid's not going to the wall. So good for him.
I mean, the wall is a better choice than execution. But I want to talk about the scene for a second because I hated it.
Need to kill him now.
From the very beginning. It seemed very fishy for me. And as someone who didn't read the books, not that it would matter because they don't even have a fake Daeron in the books. This is like a new thing for the show. So this isn't a part of the books, but this is, and you can tell this because of the retarded writing. Let's just talk about this for a second. I'm sorry, the stupid writing. He grabs Daeron and just bolts out. Why did they leave the dragon behind? That seems so dumb. Why would you not want to grab this nuclear weapon? But I know why now. Because if you made him ride the dragon back with you guys back to King's Landing, he's not the fake Daeron is not a true dragon rider, right? Because he's not a true Targaryen, so he can't ride the dragon, so he'd never be able to ride the dragon. So they had to make Matt Smith's character retarded and stupid and not ask for the dragon. It's so dumb.
I did not understand. Why do you leave a dragon in the field?
Why would you leave the dragon?
Well, yeah, I didn't think about that till now. But didn't Daemon, all these fucking names. Didn't Daemon say to Rhaenyra, "You have 6 dragons now"? So I was thinking like that was one of the dragons. But you have Ulf, the dragon seeds plus Rhaenyra, Daemon, and who's the 6th dragon? Is it the black girl? There's 2 black girls, but they don't know.
No, they don't know. Yeah, she doesn't know who Sheep Stealer is.
Who's the other black girl?
Oh, Jace's wife.
Jace's wife.
Yeah. So that's the 6th dragon.
Yeah.
So they left the 7th dragon with Hightower. Okay. Yeah, that was bad writing. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, no, yeah,
so
not bad writing. That was just they made a terrible decision in the writers' room to create a fake Daeron, and so because of that, I think it was good writing. It would have broken canon if they put a fake Targaryen on a real dragon and had them ride a real dragon. So I will give them props for that. I will say they willfully decided to be shitheads instead of bad writing. I'll say bad writers instead of bad writing. Is that okay? I like that. Bad writers.
Also, to comment on bad writing, to where I think I was watching the show and I was like, really, writers, was the last episode when Aemond gets stabbed, the one-eyed prince.
Yeah.
He like literally kills the guy, Sir Simon Strong, and then turns his back on the guy whose father he just killed. Yeah. And then gets stabbed like a freaking amateur. Like literally he's been trained since almost birth to be a warrior.
What's even dumber is he took the whole castle. He took the whole castle by himself. That's stupid. Matt wants to talk about how there's a lack of people. Oh, he just slain like 10 guys. I know it's a crappy castle, but I mean, you'd think he'd have more than that, or they attack more than once at a time.
It's the Detroit of castles.
I mean, he's 18, 21. He doesn't even have old man strength. Just someone punch him. It's not that hard.
Well, I think like him getting stabbed and being like, "Oh, please help me." I was like, "Come on, writers." I think they just needed to like get the witch to betray Daemon, and they couldn't think of a good reason.
They needed him away for an episode.
Also, so the witch will betray, and because Game of Thrones is all about people betraying everyone. They just need like a convoluted reason, like she wants Harrenhal despite having like no claim to it, and then they just have Aemon act like a dumbass and get stabbed.
Once again, I think we have to go back to the first 2 episodes were supposed to be the last episodes of last season.
Right.
So I think that was a way that they were supposed to end last season, where it's like, oh, is he still alive or isn't he? Which we all know he's still alive. Yeah. And I think that would have been a better cliffhanger, and that's why they put it in there. It just doesn't work in the context of episode 2 of the new season.
Now they're going to have to call him one. They're going to have to call him one kidney instead of one eye. Yeah. Aemon one kidney. Damn, just lost one. Getting stabbed. We have 2, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so Aemon one kidney, I think, is gonna live to fight another day.
Oh, good old Aemon one kidney. Watch it. Just give everyone your weakness. Oh, hey, watch out! That's Forrest's left bad knee. just
one knee.
Your weakness.
One kneecap.
Yeah, your weakness is just baked into your nickname. Oh, that's Clark. I hate Kryptonite. Kent.
Well, to be fair, I think if you are fighting a one-eyed guy, it's kind of hard to hide that fact. So you might as well just call yourself One Eye, even though I think someone would probably go for the other die.
Speaking of calling yourself, we're going to skip around. Let's have some fun here. Forget the formalities. Let's talk about the knighting scene. You've got Ulf, and I was confused at first, because I'm not a high-born Targaryen. They were like, how do you style yourself? And I was like, the hell is this scene? And then I didn't understand it. What's your last name?
Holding their breath?
Yeah.
Oh, was everyone holding their breath when you thought Rhaenyra was going to call Adam the Black?
Yeah, because Ulf was Ulf the White, and I was like, no, dude, do it, you writers, do it, you cowards. But they didn't. She called him Adam of Hull. But just before we go to this, just real fast, Ulf being like, can I be a Targaryen? And Rhaenyra's like, fuck no. Like, that was the best reaction. I'm like, just the most human she's been this entire season. It's just, oh, hell no. Get away from my family name.
She wouldn't even let the Velaryons be Velaryons. Or the
So let's talk about this. Now we go from bad writers to bad writing, or just bad decision making. Because this is a terrible idea. You have your hand of the queen, right? He lost his wife, his brother, maybe a son. He lost his house.
He lost his brother to Daemon because he cut his head right in front of him, right?
Right. Yeah. Last season, episode 8. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think the first
bastards.
Season,
was it first season? Yeah, for calling them bastards, which he does in this very episode.
Thank God Daemon wasn't there.
So
but other people
I think it's good writing, but bad decision making.
Okay, I'll take that.
Calling them bastards after the fact, he's only doing that because Daemon's not there, and that's showing that she has no real power without Daemon behind her. Because the last time somebody called them bastards last season, they immediately got their head cut off, and he knows this.
And she just stormed off like a little B word.
I think it's good writing because it's setting that up.
But bad decision making.
Bad decision making.
Why would you screw over the one person who's been there for you the whole time and has lost everything like you have?
Everything. And delivered on everything.
And then you're like, oh, you know what? You can't change your last name because I'm a bitch for no reason. Because in the books, she doesn't do this. So again, this is purposeful writing. You're absolutely right there, Matt.
Yeah, I think that Corlys definitely had a point. Rhaenyra's was very true. But I also want to touch upon the point that his son is still alive, right? His gay son? I think he's still alive. So like when Rhaenyra has that reaction to when he wants to legitimize his son, she has like a reaction because he says like, I have no heirs, my son's dead. And she's like, about that. I mean, she doesn't say that, but I think that was like the reason she had like that expression on her face.
Oh, going back to
he just sail off at one point.
Hey, what's up, Tippers?
Yo, sorry, we're having this fun discussion about the new library coding system. My sister Olivia works at a library now and was describing this whole thing. Anyway, sorry, I'm
Dewey Decimal.
No, they're no longer Dewey Decimal.
They're not doing Dewey.
Yeah, it's called New Math, new decimals. Yeah. So let's talk about this. Maybe probably one of the most infuriating scenes in all of House of Dragons I can think about is this Corlys bullshit with the last name and the acknowledging his sons, because we got a scene where it's Rhaenyra, Corlys, and his two sons, and they're sitting down. First off, he's like, I don't know if you know this, but these two are my sons. And she's like, oh, I didn't see the resemblance at all. Like, okay. Like, what are we talking? And then now I see it. It's like, good. She reminds me.
Now she's afraid of offending.
She's a 1990s liberal. Oh, I'm colorblind. You know, I'm glad that's how the character, how they wrote her. But what I'm not glad about is how they wrote the scene. So Corlys asked Rhaenyra, will you recognize my two bastards as, because I don't have an heir. I need an heir. So will you recognize my two bastards as my sons? And then it cuts away. Now, in good writing, the reason you do a cutaway is so the characters in the TV show or movie know what's happening, but the audience doesn't. So it's a surprise for the audience. However, it also turns out to be a surprise for Corlys later on when she doesn't knight Adam as his last name of Velaryon. He's Adam of Hull, which is a bastard's last name. So even he's surprised by that, which means that in the previous scene with the dinner and the conversation, like what happened there? Did she just not answer the question? He let her leave without answering the question. None of that even makes any sense when you think about like going to the refrigerator, that refrigerator logic. You go there, you're like, wait a second. How did he not know? Like he was like, are you going to legitimize my bastards? And then it's awkward. She puts her fork down and it cuts away. What do you mean he doesn't know?
She was like,
yeah, she didn't answer the question.
Call. She's like, I think I hear a call coming.
Like, that's my mother calling. Like, yes. It's a good point.
What? Oh, okay, I'll be right there. See ya. I guess that's how the scene was originally supposed to end. So, yeah, I think it's strange because you would think Adam has the most, would have the biggest reason to betray her now because he didn't legitimize him.
He has a dragon, and you're gonna spit on his father when he's trying to help you out. Like they just gave up everything for you, and you're gonna not legitimize them. And like, oh, I mentioned this before. Her son Jace, a bastard, right? She made
allegedly,
but also really, she made Corlys declare him the heir of Hightide, his castle. So she was going to make him inherit, like make her bastard child the inheritance of his kingdom and all of his work, but she won't let his own bastards inherit it. Like that kind of hypocrisy. I mean, I know it's not in the books, but I would be totally fine with a plot change and just a complete double rebellion next episode.
Kind of like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Where the plot twists
bitches begin betrayed.
More than a class of yogis. Seriously.
So what do you think Rhaenys going to do with this fake Daeron kid? Is she going to kill him?
There's no point. Like what? There's no point because apparently he's just like some merchant's son.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think the only thing I can think of is that she's not going to let Ormund. Well, I think Ormund has already pretty figured out that she already knows that that's not the real Daeron.
He's not going to last very long.
Out. His roots are going to grow out.
The roots, yeah, right. How long is that ruse going to last?
And I think he already like attacked the town. So I mean, he's pretty much like using these. He's basically pulling, what do you call like a Hamas, and just like using the people to shield.
Yeah.
The surrounding people to
this will buy me a day. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is Daemon fighter of the Nightmen, champion of the sun?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
nice little
it's always
Phillies
crossover.
Always sunny reference there.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw a ball in there.
It's the greatest musical of all time.
Danny DeVito as Daeron Targaryen.
But he's not a master of karate or friendship. So.
Earlier, I referenced, I think I directly said that Rhaenys a shit queen. And I don't think there's anything shittier than not being overwhelmed, not knowing what to do, and then going back to the woman you just usurped and asking for advice. Like that's, I don't know if that's just like me as a guy, if that's so cringe to be like, hey, I need your help to take my kingdom back, and then afterwards, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Stole from me in the first place.
Can you help me? Also, I'm still trying to kill your son. By the way, also you're a prisoner, but I need your help. But you're a prisoner, but I need your help. By the way.
Yeah, I think Alicent's presence in the show.
Extortion.
There's no such thing as extortion.
The show is kind of
queen.
They're really stretching her purpose in the show now because they don't have Alicent in the show, but like Rhaenyra is like, I'm going to kill your sons. Hope that's cool. Can we still be friends? Can you still help me out? So it doesn't.
Please.
Apparently, I'm too stupid to understand it. The writers apparently smart enough to make it work, but I don't know.
Maybe they've seen the whole season. Doubtful, but
yeah. So what do you think about Hugh's exchange with Rhaenyra after the knighting?
Can you remind me of that?
Basically, he was like, "Hey, can I have some stuff?" And she's like,
oh
no,
yeah,
I'm
he
fucking
chased her
busy.
down afterwards, and I was like, God, dude, that was so cringe for me. I was like, if this was like corporate America, I would hate you, dude. Like, if I was your boss, and then like 5 minutes after I promoted you, you're chasing me down and asking me all this bullshit. Like,
Hey,
that
can I have a
is,
company car?
yeah, no, that is not how to fucking go, bro. About it. And I get it. You're what do they call young money? You're young money. You just got you were hood
I mean,
rich,
he has like
and
a
now
gray
you're
beard.
rich. Yeah. So maybe he
Nouveau
doesn't know
rich, I
decorum,
think.
but it's just cringe writing. But I know the writers only added that because it was an excuse to add more to her plate, and
Well,
it was
I
just
think also I don't want to spoil anything.
nah.
So
That's what this podcast is for.
he's going to betray her, like in the books. So I mean, but it's
Dun
kind of like a
dun
shitty reason for him
dun.
to.
If
That's a shitty reason
anyone
for him to.
is listening to this podcast with 155 subs,
We're so sorry.
and they're worried about spoilers, I want you to comment down below.
He gets fed to a dragon. Whose dragon? We do not know. Oh wait, we do.
Don't spoil the dragon. Yeah, just give teasers, guys. Don't do the whole book.
So yeah, I don't think he. Yeah, I guess when before he kills someone, he says hammer time. He's Hugh the Hammer. I don't know who he killed. I think I know. Like I think I read ahead that he's going to betray her. Ulf is going to betray her.
Wait, does he do the dance as well? The hammer?
Dun, 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 dun. Dragon time.
That'd be the ultimate crossover. I mean, they're already doing It's Always Sunny, so they might as well go full.
That'd be funny. You can do a little
MC
hammer
Hammer.
pants dance. Dun 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 dun. Dracarys. It's the same syllables.
So
Yeah.
I think the
So-
only other scene of note in this episode was with
Yeah,
the
where they were-
minor nobles in the rats.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought I
well, let's build up
noticed
to
there were
it.
Rats at first. I thought there was just maggots or worms on their plates, but I guess
Oh,
those
you
were,
see
like,
that
the
coming?
rats.
Dude, the third time. You went to art. So let's go back to Matt's hypothesis. Well, because we're going to call it a
Now,
hypothesis. That
The show is so
that's-
dimly lit.
it's good
It's
writing.
somehow hard
It
to
is.
tell what's a
Well, they
chicken, what's a medievally cooked chicken, and
Well,
what's a
do you-
medievally cooked rat.
All right. Well, side tangent. Is this good writing or bad design production quality? Rhaenyra did get confronted, and they said they were running out of candles. So maybe that's why the whole place was dimly lit.
Oh, there we go. Good writing.
Could be good
Yeah.
writing. Guys, could we be hating on this for all the wrong reasons? Guys, could
they
they be
trying to save on electricity?
could they be nailing the small details and just
Was
wrecking
there
the
a nail
plot?
sorted? Yeah.
But
It's
so
funny
no,
the manual
3
guy
times.
was
Speaking of good,
get the rat to go.
speaking
That's
of
been a power move.
Matt's good writing good writer's hypothesis. They showed rats 3 times, and writing comes in threes. And so as soon as
First
she was
time's
like,
a charm.
"Let's eat," I was like, "Oh, she's gonna be serving them rats." I was like, "That's coming. It's rats," because it was
And the rats were filled with maggots.
Chekhov's rats.
Well, they're maggots were the side dish.
I like to
Well,
think
they're
it was
high
rice,
protein.
but thank God they weren't moving. If they were
And
maggots,
Shrek enjoyed weed rats. So
Who
I
doesn't
it's not like
enjoy
they're bad
Shrek?
eating.
And maggots, I think, did fight off infection for some Civil War soldiers. They had maggots in their
Yeah,
wounds.
I mean,
and
dude, if you fry them and they're a little bit crispy, have you ever eaten a mealworm? They're delicious. That's what you feed chickens and lizards.
All right, so
Maybe-
Matt, what do you
Am
think
I
about
the
the
only
scene?
one? God dang it.
So I think this was, a setup episode first and foremost.
Yes, great
It was
episode
a money-saving
1,
episode.
filler episode 3.
Yeah, at least it showed how difficult it is to rule, and how now she has
anxiety.
King's Landing. That's just the first part of the battle. That's not the victory. It's the struggle's just starting.
Guys, we
But
went 30 minutes without talking about her being on her period. We didn't even mention that key aspect,
Allegedly.
key plot line.
but also really,
But also, really, she's on the bleed. You want me to get you
thanks
a
for
clock?
reminding us that bodily fluids exist in this fantasy world of yours.
I just think
I
the
was
writer.
about to say in George R.R. Martin's world, periods exist.
No, George R. R. Martin's.
And
Yeah,
Ulf.
George R. R. Martin's gone.
I mean,
this
I'm
was
not-
Sarah,
I'm
this
not
was the writer
surprised.
Sarah Hess, just trying to
not
show.
surprised.
Look
Oh.
how hard it is for women to lead. Look how strong Rhaenyra is. She's doing all of this anxiety. It's overwhelming her, all these decisions. And It's that time of the month.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't
there
that
should
be
be
like a bad argument for? Never mind.
Look, I'm not saying
I
these
guess
are
that's
smart.
why
I'm not saying these are
Targaryens-
smart people, but yeah, I think that's.
I guess that's why she wears all black. You know,
Ah,
if she wore like a white dress, then yeah,
Deadpool
that'd be a
theory.
problem.
I like it.
Yeah. So I think we've talked about everything.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's just do predictions for next episode. And then we'll remind everyone to like and subscribe, and we'll get out of here.
Well, I think there's going to be. I think Ormund Hightower's. Well, I think we're going to see what Aegon's up to, the burned Aegon, because I think he was going to be delivered to, not directly to Rhaenyra, but like someone who was on Rhaenyra's side. Like,
Right, but then he
escaped,
didn't he? He and
Larry's. Are they going to Old Town?
Foot fetish? Yeah, they limped away.
So I think maybe he might already be in Old Town. Ormond already knows this, so that's why he's kind of already starting up shit. So like Aemon's.
Are we gonna see Sheep Stealer?
I mean,
we got here's some plot lines. We got Sheep Stealer. We have to go after the real Daeron.
Yeah.
People are poor.
So what's going to happen is this is going to be exactly like every other Hot D episode in season 1 and season 2. There's going to be a lot of moving pieces that we're going to move 10%, and then we're going to end on a supposed shocking thing, and nothing's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Hightower is going to get closer. Daemon's going to wake up. Sheep Stealer will still have issues with his rider. There'll still be issues at Casterly Rock. Not Casterly Rock, but
Rock yet.
Gotta find that money. Gotta find that
money. We're
gonna
see Aegon. I think we're gonna see Aegon and Aemond, what they're up to next episode.
So isn't it crazy?
That's
They're
the only
poor.
thing to predict.
Has the Seven Kingdoms not heard of inflation yet? Like, these guys should really get some federal centralized bankers to come print some money for them so they can do an elaborate coronation. Like the fact, like, I'm queen of the Seven Kingdoms and I am poor. It's like,
didn't they say in Game of Thrones that King Aegon, like the first one, outlawed usury? So like banks won't go to Westeros because they can't make money because they can't like issue interest.
How Christian of them.
So
it is.
That's why there's no central banking system.
Or Islamic. I'll shout them out.
Well, what do you think about was it Reformation?
Who charges the interest?
I
have no idea.
Indulgences. Yeah, it's like churches like indulgences. They don't like usury.
There's no Rothschilds equivalent.
There probably is.
There is, yeah.
The Lannisters are the Rothschilds of Westeros, I think, for the most part.
No, yeah, maybe. I think the Rothschilds are that. What's the bank?
In terms of just like wealth.
What's the bank in Westeros?
The Iron Bank of
the Iron Bank, yeah. Those are the Rothschilds. That's Bravos, yeah. That's the Rothschild Bank, 100%.
They're more like the
Tyrion Lannister. The Lannisters. Well, right now, if we're being honest, not to be political, but they're like the Ellisons, if we're going to be honest. But I mean, before this, there was someone else.
They want to monopolize all the performing arts in Westeros.
I mean, I don't want to piss Matt off, but it sounds like the Lannisters were just the USAID of Westeros. I'm just kidding. That didn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, I think there's. I think next episode will have probably more action. This was a very action absent episode. But these things cost money. I read an interesting article from the Daily, and apparently like all Netflix shows are like have at least like a 30% to 60% drop in viewership season to season.
I can see that.
An article, I forget who released it today. It was explaining why season 2 of Netflix is always bad, and they're arguing that Netflix is a tech company. Mm-hmm. They're a tech company. They're not a movie company, and that's the problem.
Yeah, and also they're releasing all the episodes like at once. So I mean, if you release them week to week, you can build an audience because like word of mouth mid-season spreads and people want to catch up. But if you release them all at once, the wave kind of like rises and like crashes.
It's just about the numbers for the shareholders.
Yeah, so that's like the main reason, but also just like the multi-year gaps between seasons and the shorter episode lengths. So I'm wondering if we're going to return back to back to what TV used to be, which is like 22 episodes every year.
Wouldn't that be great? But if you looked at after the writer's strike, that'll never happen. We had COVID, we had the writer's strike after that. The new restrictions on writers' rooms will make that virtually impossible to ever see 23 episodes in a season again.
So I was listening to a guy discuss this the other day about why TV sucks now, and it's because we've gone to this 8 and 10 episode format because we have to build so much and then unbuild it in the final season. And if you only have 8 episodes, so like he used Stranger Things as his example, you only have 8 hours, 8 episodes to like unwind, all these other seasons and hit every single plot point, or else the fans are gonna, whereas if you have the old 26 episode half hour set up, like you can do a lot more with that.
I mean, I agree in some. I think it works. I think 22 episodes works for some TV shows. I do like 8 to 10 episodes, even though it might be like bad
it can work.
For the Hollywood economy.
Absolutely.
But I think it's just like there's just like only so much story you can tell. So if you have 22 episodes, you have to have a lot of like bottle episodes, filler episodes.
Absolutely.
And the budget is going to be, you guys stretch the budget out across 22 episodes. So like you look at like a show like The Flash compared to like Daredevil on Netflix, one had like half as many episodes as the other. So they had like more budget to work with per episode.
That's exactly.
So they had, like, better episodes.
That's exactly where I was going to go, is the Daredevil Netflix. Go ahead, Matt.
The problem Hollywood made was they only want to pay the same rates, regardless if it's an 8 episode season or a 22 episode season. So I think there was this one dude who said he had to sell his house in Hollywood because he can't get as much work, because he would like be on this show, but only get 8 episodes instead of 22. He'd only get paid for 8 episodes instead of 22 episodes. So the thing to do is, like, if it's a shorter season, they need to increase the rate they pay them. So like, if it was like 22 episodes and it's like 100, they need to, I don't know what the math is, but yeah, just pay them per scale for 8 episodes.
Well,
but
I think another problem too you see is that the last episode is always like an hour and a half long, and I think that kind of like they try to dump as much as they can in the final episode of the season.
I also do like that though. I also do like,
last season they did nothing with the last episode in season 2.
Yeah, well, not Stranger Things. Yeah,
House
of the Dragons. Yeah, well, that was budgetary concerns.
Finale episode was.
Let me ask you this though. Well, that was budgetary concerns. It was supposed to be 10 episodes, and then Zaslav came in and cut down to 8.
It is pathetic. It's pathetic that they had 8 episodes and they still budget constraints.
It's
like
crazy.
The short episode length is supposed to fix that.
I just can't believe they ruined a fucking television show over saving a couple $1 million. Like, that's wild. Like how they destroyed probably millions in profits by destroying the House of the Dragons brand by cutting the episode early. But Forrest, I think you were absolutely right when you brought up like Netflix Daredevil. I remember that was like a point when it came out. It was like 13 episodes, right? That was a breath of fresh air because it was so tight. It was well written, lots of good action. There were no stupid filler episodes, no cheap episodes. Like, it was like we have the budget of a 20 episode season, and we poured it.
It was like
all
the
anti,
because I think the Flash TV show came out that exact same year, and there were some good episodes of that, but there were also just like a lot of filler as well.
You respect the CW. You respect the CW. Gosh darn it!
I'll respect them for like the first, like from 2015 to 2018.
Yeah, Arrow season 1.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the Flash was good for a few episodes, but like you could like cut out all
the later seasons,
cut together all the
filler.
Reverse Flash episodes.
Yeah,
the Reverse Flash episodes of season 1, and it just would have been like 13 episodes, like Daredevil. So the rest was just the other half of the season was just like filler. So it was kind of pointless. But
filler? You mean Monster of the Week? Oh no, hold on. I have to defend this for a second.
Well, that's kind of what X-Files did too, because X-Files.
I like a Monster of the Week format with an underlying subplot about a big overarching villain. I like that.
Yeah, that's what the X-Files was.
Okay, yeah. Oh, don't spoil it for me. I will see the X-Files one day.
The Flash is just too overpowered, so like he always stops and talks to the bad guy when he could just like knock him out.
Well, half the time he is the bad guy.
Call
call back to later seasons of The Flash. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Overall, did you like this episode? And if you didn't have to do a podcast, would you watch the next episode, or would you just call it quits here? Let's go around.
If I was an executive producer, I would have liked it because it's like I can only spend this much per season. So like as a like budgetary person,
yeah,
I would think I would have liked it. But as an actual like consumer of entertainment,
as
really.
our residential financial expert, Forrest says the final
certainly
say.
not that, but you know, I know that movies and TV shows cost money. So if I was an executive producer and my job was like based around making sure we have enough money for a full season, and this episode had to be like under, I imagine this was like less than $1 million to make, maybe more because of costumes and stuff. But I would have been happy with it. It's kind of like that movie. Remember? Did y'all ever see that really bad Fantastic Four movie that was made in 1994?
Just the honest
It was
trailer.
never released.
Yep. Just so they could
YouTube.
save the rights to the name of it, they had to make a movie. Yep.
If I was like the producer, if I had the rights to Fantastic Four and I made that movie just to keep the rights, I would have been happy with that movie. So it's kind of like that's my. I would like this episode.
I'm happy with the budget. Per budget,
yeah,
you're happy with the
budget. As a consumer of entertainment, I didn't like it, but if you know producers, I would.
$1 per minute. I love the episode.
Well, that's it for us. Sorry to get to X-Men 97. Maybe later this week if we have time.
Matt, have you seen 97?
I've seen the first 2 episodes of the season.
All right, we're not going to talk about it, guys. Comment, subscribe, because we will talk about it. So if you care about us talking about it, make sure to hit the subscribe button. But you know, in a sense or two, did you like it so far? Is it kind of boring? I found it to be incredibly second screen until episode 3. Episode 3 was like the first time I was like, oh, something's happening. I finally put my phone down. But I saw it originally get like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I was like, maybe I need to go back and rewatch this. Quick thoughts, and make sure like it.
The action's good. I think the dialogue just needs some work. It's like people don't talk like this. I think, and also the writers are very, 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 very biased to Magneto's point of view. They really do not like the original intent of the X-Men, which is like
they hate like, Western society.
Yeah, it's like we need. They don't like the idea that mutants. They don't like the idea that humanity and mutants can coexist. They like the idea of a portion of humanity is the oppressor, so we should take them out, or at least antagonize them, or lecture them. But I don't know. It's an enjoyable show for what it is. It's not which I've already said, but
it turns out Bo DeMayo. It turns out Bo DeMayo was really making a big impact on this show overall.
Well, he was the writer for the last episode, so I guess they're still using his scripts.
Oh, are they?
Got fired because he got fired because he thought it'd be a good idea as a Disney employee to open an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
and he was shocked when he got fired.
I can't believe
he opened an OnlyFans.
I'm a strong, muscular, gay black man making content on OnlyFans as a Disney writer. That's no problem for my Disney family focused branding.
I mean, I like the idea of Morph being.
Why would he do that?
Because he was
Morph is like the true non-binary character. That's absolutely. I will.
I just don't like the idea that he has the powers. He has the powers of everyone he morphs into. Like, that's stupid. Like, he just takes their appearance.
Did he turn into like the Hulk last episode?
He has the strength of the Hulk. It's fucking stupid.
And he just I was like, all right, Morph, just be Hulk.
He could just
be the Hulk.
He could turn all the time. Or I think he became Juggernaut one episode. And he just like, I don't know. They're probably like, oh, we can only do it for like
become Apocalypse if we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Team up with Darwin.
Become Galactus.
Yeah. Oh my God! Just become Galactus and eat a planet.
Episodes are over in 2 minutes.
Where does Morph's powers end? That's a great question. That's probably
it's just because I think
of a podcast segment.
So, but yeah, I like the idea of him like being gender. I mean, I don't hate the idea of him being gender fluid. That wasn't his character in the '90s cartoon. I just don't like they overhauled his personality where he's like flamboyantly, stereotypically gay now.
Yeah, gender fluid's one thing, but he's also like, what did he turn into? He turned into Jean Grey and kissed Cyclops, didn't he? That's just
I wouldn't put it. I don't know.
Wrong on so many levels. I was like, who wrote this? Patty Jenkins, because
like an episode of The Boys.
Wonder Woman 1984, that was rape. And no one wants to talk about it in Hollywood, but we should. We should.
So Matt, quick thought. I mean, since we've already opened this can of worms, X97.
Quick thoughts.
I'm liking it so far.
Boo! I'm kidding. We love it. All right, make sure to like, subscribe. We'll get more detailed thoughts.
I would have liked
Matt next episode.
Well, okay, yeah, different strokes, different folks. I think I like it too. Mostly, I don't like that Psylocke destroyed someone's car needlessly. The second episode, just like jumps off a roof and like crashes down someone's car for no reason except just be an
property
asshole.
Damage.
Yeah.
Over
like, and you wonder why humans hate you.
Yeah, just arrested 5 years.
Yeah, it's not racism; it's just like general property damage. Okay.
What's that phrase? A Republican's just a Democrat who's been robbed, and then just extrapolate that to X-Men. It's like whoever it's like against mutants are just people who've had their houses and cars blown up by mutants. Like they have like legitimate claims against it. You know, it's like, hey, I got brain controlled. So yeah, I'm actually not very happy with it. So but now I'm a bigot.
It's not a metaphor against racism. It's a metaphor against being sued. For property. They're just framing it as racism so they can avoid the lawsuit.
Insurance. That's who runs the world, are the insurance companies. And speaking of running our world, it's you guys. Make sure to follow us everywhere you love to follow people, hopefully on YouTube at Zeitgeist Zealots, also on Instagram at Zeitgeist Zealots, and on X at Z Zealots Podcast. Tweet at us. Let us know what you think about the episode. Comment down below. We love the engagement. Especially it helps us out a ton. We'd love that.
Yeah, and if we can, I think X-Men 97 is being released weekly. Thank goodness. So I think if we can all watch all 4 episodes before the end of this week, maybe we can do a quick a deep dive into those because I think it's worth talking about. All right, because there are things I do.
And repeat what platform it is for all of our audience.
Disney Plus, and those whores probably put it on Hulu as well. I don't know, but it's definitely on Disney Plus.
All right, well, that's our show. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
I'm Tip.
Bat.
All right, thanks for listening. Peace out.
Love you guys. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Take care.
God, I fucking hate saying like and subscribe. It's so lame.